The Price of Silence. Intro. I didn't know that loving someone could take me so far, to the point of losing everything. Sometimes, the price of silence is not measured in words. It is measured in everything you left behind. Any coffee shop? It was any Tuesday in San Francisco. Clara sat at her usual table at Cafe Vita, reviewing documents for her upcoming trial. Her career as a lawyer in a renowned firm was on the rise, and it didn't have time for distractions. Until it saw him. He entered without haste. Leather jacket, deep gaze, notebook in hand. He sat in front of her, without asking. Permission. Do you mind if I share the table? It's full. Clara, who would normally have refused, only said, "Go ahead." That was the beginning. The mysterious man. His name was Daniel Cross. He said he was Critter. Reserved, direct, and with a charisma that required no effort. They became habitual. Coffee, conversation, and laughter that lasted longer than expected. Clara surprised herself waiting for him. He began to arrive early, to comb his hair differently, to smile more, until one day, Daniel did not appear. 3 days passed, then a week, and when he finally returned, he had a wound on his lip and tired eyes. "Everything all right?" Clara asked. "Not exactly, but thanks for asking." He didn't give details. She didn't insist, but something inside her was already involved. The connection. The saltitis moved to small bars, walks along the pier, impromptu dinners at Daniel's apartment. The connection grew. It wasn't just attraction. There was something deeper, something that Clara didn't understand, but I didn't want to stop either. Until one night, in his bed, Daniel whispered, "There are things I can't tell you yet, but I swear I don't want to hurt you." She kissed him, not because she trusted him blindly, but because it was already too late to escape. The case. A large new case entered Clara's firm. An accusation of financial fraud and obstruction of justice in a publishing house, Original Local, which had bankrupted several small businesses. When reading the files, Clara felt the world was collapsing on her. The name of the publishing house was Mercer Cross, and among the investigated was Daniel Cross. I couldn't believe it. His Daniel? Confessions in the cabin. That weekend, Clara and Daniel had escaped to a small cabin on the outskirts, surrounded by trees, owls, and silence. Clara couldn't take it anymore. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Are you involved in the fraud?" Daniel looked at her. Not with fear, with resignation. "I knew it from the day I met you in the cafe. But, I needed to be near someone. Someone who didn't see me as a monster." He told her everything. He had worked at the publishing house. He had discovered the corruption from within. He had tried to report it, but when they threatened his little sister, he stepped back. He fell silent. He was part of the silence. "And now what?" she asked in tears. "Now it depends on you, Clara. You can save me, or sink RME. The decision." Clara returned to San Francisco, confused and broken. She could hand over Daniel. She had evidence, testimonies. She could clear his name before the firm. Or she could do what her heart screams. Bah. She chose silence. She hid the evidence. She didn't speak. She invented excuses. And she was discovered. Ruin. She was summoned to court, disqualified as a lawyer for obstruction of justice. She lost everything. Work, reputation, clients, and Daniel. He disappeared, without a word, without a letter. His number, out of service. His apartment, empty. Epilogue. A new beginning? 2 years later, Clara works in a community center in Santa Cruz, helping women in legal risk situations. She earns little, but sleeps peacefully. One afternoon on a quiet beach, she sees a man watching her from afar. It's Daniel, thinner, older, with a letter in hand. They approach. They say nothing. They only look at each other. He hands her the letter and walks away. Inside, a single sentence. "I loved you, but I didn't know how to stay. Y sin destruirte. Perdóname." Clara keeps it in her pocket, not because she is going to forgive him, but because, sometimes, the greatest justice is to continue living without looking back. End.